Kawhi's $1.75 million no-show payday. The Los Angeles Clippers' relationship with Kawhi Leonard has been one of the most fascinating storylines in the NBA over the past few years. Leonard, when healthy, is a generational two-way superstar, a player who can take over games offensively while locking down the opposition's best scorer. But the constant theme of his Clippers tenure has been his availability, or lack thereof. That reality was underscored by recent reports about a $1.75 million payment tied to Kawhi that sparked controversy over his absences. The phrase, no-show payday, has been making the rounds, referring to games or stretches where Leonard was sidelined yet still receiving superstar money. While this isn't unique in the NBA, stars sit out due to injuries all the time. The optics for Kawhi have been particularly harsh because of how frequently these situations occur. Fans and media alike question whether the Clippers have gotten enough in return for their massive investment. The $1.75 million figure is striking because it represents not just salary but also the frustration of a franchise that has tied its entire future to Leonard and Paul George. Every game missed feels magnified, especially when expectations were championship or bust. For a player who once carried Toronto to a historic title run, the contrast in Los Angeles is stark. A Clippers owner's $1.99 million investment. Adding another layer to the story, one of the Clippers' minority owners reportedly invested $1.99 million around the same time. That number immediately drew comparisons to Kawhi's payout, creating an uncomfortable narrative. While one part of the organization is putting money in, another is watching it go out with limited on-court return. This isn't to say that Leonard's absence is purely financial mismanagement. Injuries are part of the game, and Kawhi's injury history is well documented. Still, the timing and optics matter. Fans want to see a correlation between massive spending and on-court success. When ownership dollars flow in and superstar dollars flow out without results, frustration builds quickly. The Clippers have spared no expense under Steve Ballmer, the wealthiest owner in the league. From building a new arena to assembling one of the deepest rosters in basketball, Ballmer and his partners have shown they are willing to pay whatever it takes. But the core question remains, will the return on that investment ever come? The receipts. What makes this story pop is the fact that the details are backed by receipts. In today's NBA, financial transparency and accountability are always under the microscope. When fans see the numbers laid out, $1.75 million here, $1.99 million there, it fuels the narrative that the Clippers are paying a steep price for minimal results. Receipts also highlight the growing tension between players, franchises, and fans about the value of availability. Nobody doubts Kawhi's greatness. When he's on the floor, he's capable of swinging a playoff series by himself. But the receipts don't lie. Availability has been the missing piece. That gap between salary and service becomes even harder to swallow when ownership is pumping nearly the same amount into the organization just to keep things afloat. Bigger picture, Kawhi's legacy and the Clippers' gamble. The story isn't just about money. It's about legacy, accountability, and the cost of ambition. Kawhi's reputation has taken a hit as questions about his reliability overshadow his undeniable skill. Meanwhile, the Clippers' gamble to mortgage their future for Leonard and George has yet to pay off. The receipts serve as a reminder of the risks involved when tying your franchise to stars with injury histories. For the Clippers, this is a crossroads. With their new arena set to open and Ballmer's investments continuing to mount, they need results. Kawhi's contract and health will dictate whether this era is remembered as a bold experiment that finally brought the Clippers to glory, or a cautionary tale of what happens when money can't buy durability. Final thoughts. At the heart of the no-show payday debate is a simple truth. Superstars are judged by availability as much as talent. Kawhi Leonard's $1.75 million payout and the Clippers owner's $1.99 million investment are more than numbers. They're symbols of a franchise still waiting for its gamble to pay off. The receipts don't just tell a financial story. They tell the story of expectations, frustration, and the fine line between loyalty and accountability. Until Kawhi proves he can stay on the court consistently, every dollar spent will continue to be questioned, and the Clippers' chase for legitimacy will remain unfinished.